Welcome to iRule variables. This is John Allen. There are 5 iRule variable types. Common to all the variables are a few facts. Variables can store any data type, such as string, number, IP address. Variable names are case sensitive. Some variable types are compatible with clustered multiprocessing and some are not. Not being compatible with CMP means that the virtual server the iRule is handling will be demoted to only be serviced by one CPU. Local variables are CMP friendly. They're defined in any event other than the rule init event. Values are specific to the connection during which they were assigned, and these values are maintained across all events servicing this one connection. The values are cleared from memory when the connection is closed. Here we see a variable named URI which contains the request URI, and it is defined in the HTTP request event. We later have access to that same variable in the HTTP response event, and we're able to access it. Global variable values are not pinned to any particular connection. They're accessible from any iRule instance handling any connection on any virtual server. Once the variable is set, it remains in memory until deleted via the unset command or the kernel is rebooted. Global variables are not CMP friendly, and the syntax is such that the name of the variable must begin with : Static global variables are similar to regular global variables, except that one, they are CMP friendly, and they must be defined in the rule init event, and the syntax is such that the name of the variable must begin with static : Session commands create table records that contain key value pairs. Session table records are like persistence records and can remain in memory long after the connection is closed. They can be manually deleted or they are removed after a defined timeout is expired. They can be accessed via the session lookup command, but doing so will reset the timers. Here's an example of a session command. What we do is we do a lookup on a particular SSL certificate. If that certificate is not found, we go ahead and add it with the certificate itself as the key and the client IP address as the value, and a timeout of 3600 seconds. If that certificate is found, we verify to make sure that the client IP address has not changed. If it has, we go ahead and reject the connection. Table commands are a lot like session commands, except they add a lot more granularity and control over the timeouts, and they add search and replace capabilities. Table records cannot be created during rule init events. They are CMP friendly, which makes them a very good way to exchange information between various iRules and various virtual servers, because the values of the table records are accessible across any iRule, any virtual server, and they make a very good way to implement persistence across virtual servers. Table entries are removed automatically when the timeout expires, and they support subtables. Subtables are a lot like arrays. The advantage to subtables have over arrays is that they are mirrored to the standby unit and they are cleared automatically. Here's an example of the use of subtables. So here what we do is the first thing we do is we create a subtable entry, and then we count such subtable entries. Based on that count, we go ahead and make a decision on how to rate shape a particular connection. Here's a very useful matrix which lists the variable types, how they are cleared from memory, whether or not they're CMP friendly, and whether or not they're mirrored to the standby unit. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. Please go to DevCentral.f5.com for more information. Thank you.